Recovery Shared, your online source for all things recovery.
Michael Stone. Today we have an awesome guest for you, Joshua Lewis. This is what I know about the guy. Award-winning filmmaker, survivor, father, an incredible human being, really. And today we're going to dig deeper into his journey, his story. We hope you all enjoy it. Josh, welcome.
I was getting arrested constantly. I was, as a juvenile, I was in D.C., I was in detention centers, truancy. I mean, it was constant. And
for just a laundry list of stuff, or was it like
a lot of just little minor drug offenses and things like that, or
intoxication stuff and
intoxication, public intoxication, all kinds of things like that.
But that pile,
it was starting to pile up.
Yeah.
I mean, I had been arrested by the age of 18. I had been arrested 18 times in 9 towns. This was my childhood. I mean, this was crazy stuff that I was doing. And I didn't see how it was going to come to an end. It was like there was no way out. There was no way for me to ever stop doing what I was doing. I was still trying to be somebody. And I did not want to be that sensitive person that got walked all over. I just couldn't let that happen again. So I had to continue to be this, criminal. Everything escalated. 15, it was selling drugs, and it was doing drugs, selling drugs. 16, it was really selling drugs. 17, it was not just drugs, it was drugs and guns, and it was.
So you're further
violent.
entrenching yourself into this dark world.
Oh yeah. 18 years old hits, and I get a cocaine charge, and my job was getting high. My job was doing drugs. My job was trying to find money to do drugs.
And that was 3 full-time jobs.
I mean, it really was. The addiction was raring and still going, so I had to keep that going. So that's when I really started to downward spiral, where it was all the things that I ever said that I wouldn't do.
You did.
I wouldn't smoke crack. I would never shoot dope.
Intravenous.
Intravenous. I would never become one of these guys that was, I don't say, I didn't want to become someone that was, possessed by a woman in a sense, become like, there was a lot of things that I thought I just could never become. And what I found was everything that I said that I would never become, I became. Every day I had to escape reality, and the insanity was that there came a point where I didn't want to do it anymore, but I had no control over it. I couldn't stop. I would say I'm going to stop, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I couldn't. That's when and my parents said, you got to go to rehab, man. We got to get you to rehab. And I attribute these pains, these really painful moments, to the success that I have now. So it came that I sobriety at that time gave me, when I did get a little bit of time, I was very resourceful, and I wouldn't be on drugs, and I'd have these little bouts of kind of recovery in a sense, and I would start these businesses. I was 20 years old now. I could start to kind of live my life and go off, and I did. I leveled myself to God. I said, listen, I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know what you are, but I need you now. And he revealed himself many times to me. I got a job. It was Applebee's. And then when I couldn't stand Applebee's anymore, it was Carmine's, in the deli. And that was a step up. And then I wanted something more for myself. So I was given an opportunity to work with a guy doing some debt settlement work and trying to do some phone work. And I couldn't quit my day job, so I had to do both jobs and still make sure I hit a meeting in between.
Well, look at the kid that was wandering around when all the other kids went home.
Right.
With the MD 2020 shitty liquor bottle.
I've been at home.
to what you've gone on to do now.
Yeah.
And you're literally doing divine, supernatural type of stuff. And filmmaking, I mean, you've really got 2 amazing things in your life, plus a beautiful family.